In the last video, I talked about project costing principles, or the idea of job costing. In this video, I'm actually going to go into a bit more detail and actually talk about managing projects and start off with what we call the project commencement or project initiation process. So yes, a user could simply go into the finance system and they could create a brand new project or copy the last project, and users could start using that project straight away. However, a lot of our customers are looking for us to put more of a process around project commencement. So a non-finance user might want a new project, and actually that non-finance user will fill in a form inside the system, and that non-finance user, after filling in that form, will send that form off through an approval workflow before the project is created, and until it's created, nobody can post transactions to the project. And that kind of control around project management and project costing is obviously important to a lot of customers. So the first thing that happens when a user is creating a new project or requesting a new project, they're going to pick from a template of available projects. Those templates will control the project settings and categories that the project is assigned to, and the project template will also control the reporting structure, or what's sometimes called the work breakdown structure or activity structure. The user making the project commencement request will then assign the project to various categories. They might enter a project budget, assign it to a customer, and all those fields are then available to report on after the project's been created. The project request can then go on an approval workflow before it becomes a live project. So it might go to a department head or a line manager to sign off before it becomes a live project. And at the point that it becomes a live project, the system can issue a project code, which might be the next sequential number, or it might be a bit more sophisticated and it might use a character taken from the customer or divisional department for which the project is. We're quite often asked to create projects with different statuses. So typical requirement might be to capture the costs of winning work, so the bid costs of winning work or winning a contract. So we'll create a project with a certain status to reflect that and allow users to post to that to capture those costs before the project's then converted to live status to allow other users to post their costs against it. It's also very common to create projects via interfaces. Those interfaces could be from another piece of access technology, from another access system, and from Access CRM is the most common example of that. But it could also come from a third-party system. And finally, we very often provide uploads of project information, uploads from Microsoft Excel, where Excel's been used as a sophisticated pricing tool to upload information to create projects. Once the project's been uploaded, the project then lives in the database from that point forward. So that's the idea of project commencement. Going to move on in the next video to talk about managing our projects.